Yes, what is great in the state? It is the radio rap star. It is the fade runner. It is the voice of choice. It is, what was I about to say? It was Mr. Damn, he does that too. It is G Money in the house. Watch your mouth. I had something else to say, and I don't know. I feel like I think I jumped the gun. It was the voice of choice that makes the ladies noise. That's what I meant to say, and I was like, wait. Well, I was supposed to say something about the ladies, and I didn't do it, but it's okay. You know, we back in.
That's all right. That is perfectly okay. You know, I mean, you got me here. You know, the person who is your best friend, your future tag team partner, right?
No,
together.
Definitely not going to happen.
No, definitely. Possibly. We can talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
We don't have to talk about it later because it's not happening. But that's Mr. Magnificent.
Indeed.
You know, that's who that is. And it took me forever to realize if I mirror my camera, then my left is my left and my right is my right. So I don't have to be like this anymore because I mirrored it.
How do you do that?
That's what happens. You got to go to settings, man. Pay attention to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Welcome to the Smash and Map podcast, man. We up in the building. We making things work. It has been an excellent week. You know what? It's been a damn good week of wrestling.
It has.
Good week of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Big things is popping off. Like the shows are getting better.
A lot better.
A lot better. WWE shows are getting a lot better. AEW is tolerable. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that in a negative light. Just sometimes I like the stuff. Sometimes I don't. Shout out to my guy, Mike. What up, Mike? How you living? You know what I'm saying? So should we just, before we jump into the things, you know, I wanted to bring up the entrance theme tournament again. Okay.
Yes.
We'll be kicking that off really soon. And I've had an epiphany. And to keep us from getting like kicked off of streams, I think what we'll do is we'll announce the brackets on the show. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the actual tournaments to the Facebook page and probably the Twitter, and we'll line them up, you know, with the link so you can listen to them both, and then you can choose which ones you like. So we're going to do some of the voting during the show, and then we're going to leave the polls open from show to show, so to determine who's going to go where, you know. And I also think that we should start with the worst themes of all time.
Okay. See, This is why you get paid the big bucks, sir. Executive decisions. I love it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Shout out to my man Mike, because we were just talking yesterday. He said, I told you money the other day, Ken. I don't know what Triple H said to the wrestlers, but he hasn't reinvigorated. We invigorated the whole WWE product. We're going to get into that in a couple minutes. I want to save WWE for last today, because I'm making it a point of mine to watch AEW Dynamite. I can't really say that for Rampage, because most of the time I'm at the club and I miss it. But I can most definitely say, you know, I've watched a lot of AEW Dynamite. I took notes, so we're gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through it. Shout out to my dog. What's up, David? DJ Brock. What's good to you, my brother? You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Magnificent, I already know that you didn't watch.
I did not. I missed AEW this week, but I did set my DVR, so it will record it, and I will be able to go back and watch it.
Just make sure you remember, we're here every Tuesday.
Yes.
So make sure you watch it before Tuesday.
Of course.
You say that. They got two shows, is Dynamite and Rampage. I don't count Dark because I don't watch Dark.
Dark is online,
unless I get on Dark. Then I'll probably
Hey, we know some people that were on Dark. It counts.
Yeah, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't count. It's a raw dog. You understand how much wrestling there's 7 hours of WWE programming. There's 3 hours of AEW programming, and then you have Dark and Dark Elevation. I think that's about an extra 2 hours Like that's almost 15 hours of wrestling, not to mention the indie stuff that we cover, because I got to go over a couple of the indie shows as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot
Hey,
of wrestling.
I say we quit our full-time jobs and just watch wrestling all day.
Oh, okay. Well, in order for that to happen, I'm gonna need you to help out with the podcast so we get paid for the podcast so we can do that.
I'm gonna have to
You know,
move in with you if we do that before we
yeah.
get
Oh,
more
okay.
sponsors. I say more sponsors because we have a
Yeah, we
sponsor.
have one. We have one, and we'll get to them in a minute. But first, let's go through AEW. AEW Dynamite last Wednesday, and now eventually we're probably going to move the date of when this show comes on, because I don't get to talk about. We only get to talk about the AEW from last week. When if we did it on Thursday, we could cover what happened, the day before. But we'll figure that out in a minute. But AEW kicked off with a coffin match between Brody King and Darby Allin. Now, bam, there it is. I don't know if you guys saw the coffin match, but it was pretty entertaining. Pretty
Old school
entertaining,
coffin.
man. Brody King had the House of Black come out to attack him. And you know what? It's crazy because it had a bunch of spots, and then I thought the exact same thing that Jim Cornette said. Because at one point, Darby Allin got jumped. He got jumped by three guys. Is Murphy, is Malachi Black, and is Brody King. They beating the crap out of him. Darby Allin's 150 pounds soaking wet, holding a brick. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't think is he that heavy? He might be.
Probably not.
So he's getting beat up. They drag him to the coffin. They open the coffin, and there's Sting. It's like, oh crap, it's Sting. Sting is in the coffin, and I'm sitting there like, damn. He was in there all this time while his boy is getting beat down. That's the same thing Cornette said. I was like, he was just gonna let him get beat up until somebody just helped out, But Darby Allin ended up winning the match after choking. He choked out Brody King with a chain over the rope, and then he fell into the coffin. That was a good start. That was a very entertaining match. Very entertaining match. I'm not mad at it at all. Probably one of the better tag team matches I've seen this year happened later on. It was a tornado tag match with the Lucha Bros. Cero Miedo. Penta El Cerro. What is Penta El? I don't even know. Penta something. He went from Pentagon Junior to Pentagon Dark to Pentagon. It's Penta. That it's crazy because he's one of my favorite wrestlers, but he keeps changing his name, so I can never remember what to call him. I can't. But it's Penta and Rey Fenix versus La Facción Ingobernables. And that is Rush and Andrade. And yes, I said all those names correctly except for Penta. But we're gonna have to let that slide. Now, that was a wild match. It was a wild match, back and forth stuff, man. It was crazy. My only is and after listening to Conan talk about AAA, I'm starting to understand now that in Lucha Libre they don't do a lot of selling. It's not a lot of selling. It's not a lot of logic. It's just high-paced action. And now that I know that, I probably won't judge it as bad because Lucha Libre style of wrestling is very much different from the American style of wrestling. Mm-hmm. So, and like I said, lots of spots. Andrade took, and this is why I say that, because Andrade took a destroyer on the apron. Like Penta hit him with a destroyer on the apron. And what do they say about the apron?
It's the hardest part of the ring.
That's right. He took a destroyer on the apron, and I was like, yo, he's done. Like, Lucha Brothers going over. That man was back up and fighting in less than 5 minutes.
Of course, it's AEW.
I was like, come on, son. It's a destroyer. You just, now, granted, I wish I'd have heard Conan say that before I watched this match, and I probably would have liked it more, so it is what it is. But
those matches are notoriously hard to do anyway. Tornado tags.
Yeah, man. Like that's the first. I haven't seen the tornado tag in a while, man. That's a wild match, So what happened for the finish? They tied Penta's mask up in a knot. First off, they took his mask off and he covered his face, and he was able to save Ray. And then he pulled out his backup mask. He pulled out the backup mask, and they tied it on the rope. They tied on the rope so he couldn't get out of it. And I forget. And Roosh has like it looks like a basic finisher, but when you think about it, it should hurt you. It's a drop kick while you're in the ropes on the lower turnbuckle. He'll run and drop kick you in your face, and you're like, "Oh, that shouldn't hurt." No, it should, bro. It'll knock your head back.
You get kicked in the face.
Exactly, with both feet. Also, what happened on that match? Jericho. See, there's a few things, but I only gravitated to a few things on that. But Jade Cargill beat Madison Rayne. Y'all know I love Jade Cargill, but this match wasn't what was hot in the streets. It wasn't. But it's okay because I love Jade Cargill. That's all that matters.
DJ Cargill?
That one. That's the one.
Okay.
That's the one.
Okay.
I don't care how, I know she's getting better. I know every match isn't going to be the masterpiece, but I'm not going to hold it against her because she's amazing. She's amazing, and I get it. I get it. But the main event, I'm skipping a lot of stuff, but the main event was Jericho versus Moxley for the interim AEW championship. And Moxley said, I want the Lionheart Chris Jericho from 25 years ago. And that man is 50 years old. So you want him when he was half his age. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Where's it at? There it is. And Chris Jericho came out in the Lionheart attire. You know what I'm saying?
I recognize that.
He said, and I quote, "I'm gonna stretch the shit out of you, John." That's what he said. He said, "I'm gonna stretch the shit out of you." Some people was questioning his wrestling ability, and by wrestling, I don't mean actual wrestling. I mean submission ability. And I'm like, bro, he's got a couple submission moves. So why not? You know what I'm saying? So this match was all right. The finish was all right.
What is your opinion on Moxley? Because you mentioned Jim Cornette earlier, and I know for a fact from listening to Jim Cornette's podcast, he is not a fan of Moxley.
But
I don't think he's a bad wrestler.
You know why, right? Did you see the clip?
I did not see the clip.
Okay, so the reason why Cornette said that about Moxley, there's a clip. Oh man, I wish I would have thought about this. You should have said something to me. I would have threw it on this show. This show wouldn't have been matter because it's a indie show. So John Moxley over the weekend did GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, and he wrestled this guy named Effie. I don't know anything about this dude named Effie. I've never heard of him, and I was just reading comments. But in the clip, I wish I had the clip for you. In the clip, so Moxley has him in a sleeper hold, standing sleeper hold. Effie's trying to stay up. He reaches into his pants and starts jerking off.
In the middle of the match.
That's not a joke. That's not me trying to be funny. He puts his hands in his trunks and that wakes him up. I don't know his gimmick. I don't know if it's some Joey Ryan type stuff. I don't know. And then later on in the match, John Moxley kisses him for something. I don't remember why. I don't know. I didn't see the match. So I'm trying not to judge because I haven't seen all I saw was the clip was probably 45 seconds. When we finish the show, I can send it to you on Twitter.
I see it on YouTube.
Oh, you're watching. Oh, you're looking at it now. Yes, that's why Jim Cornette and somebody had said this is extremely embarrassing for AEW because Moxley is their champion. He is their world champion, and then he goes to an indie show and he does that. Now depending on who you are, some people are cool with it. Say, hey, wrestling is entertainment, blah blah blah, this and this, and then there's your wrestling purists. I won't even say wrestling purists. It's just guys, I saw it and I was like, okay, all right. I don't get it.
I don't either. Were there kids in the audience?
I mean, I don't know.
Holy cow.
You're watching it right now. You tell me what you think. Describe what you see. Describe what you see. You're watching it right now.
Wow, it's exactly like you said. He I guess this Effie guy has like a rear chin lock on him, and he just reaches in his pants and starts going to town. And I don't get it.
Yeah,
Like Eddie's barely. Well, I guess he is selling the move. I'd say he's barely selling the moves. I haven't made it to the kiss yet. Holy cow! Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm just so. I mean, that's why what you just saw is why Jim Cornette said what he said. You know. So now look at your face. Exactly. Now you want to now let me ask you, how do you feel about Jon Moxley?
Definitely not the same. I am. Huh? That should not have been done in a wrestling match or anywhere on public television or YouTube or internet.
I don't think that was on TV. They do any. It was probably on YouTube. Well, I mean, obviously it's on YouTube. You just watched it, but it's not on a TV channel.
Oh, now, thank God.
Funny thing is, there's a Japanese promotion called DDT. They're way worse than that. Way worse. Like I can probably find some DDT clips and throw them on the show. You know.
Yes.
Like we might have to call. Shout out to Preston Quinn. Shout out to Preston Quinn because we might have to hit the pain train up. We might have to get him to do a guest spot on the show because he does Outlaw Mud Show Wrestling every Monday on YouTube. We might have to hit him up. We might have to get him to do a guest spot, man. Because
maybe we could have him do a guest spot and kind of give us the best of the worst.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So since you just asked the question, you just saw the video, and for those who haven't seen the video, after this podcast is over, I'm going to post the video on our Facebook page, so you can go back and check yourself. I'll also throw it in the Smash the Mat discussion group on Facebook as well. So I mean, look, y'all can be the judge for yourself. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Mr. Magnificent. Post that in the group. Post that on the Smash the Mat page right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just take the clip, share it to the Smash the Mat, not the discussion page, to the actual Smash the Mat page. All right. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Now, the what I'm watching is the whole 40-minute match. Like I went through it and.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see the whole 40-minute match. I just saw like I mean, if you can.
If I can find
the clip, if you can find a clip with just like those 45 seconds or whatever. Matter of fact, send me the match. I'll watch the match, But so getting back to what we was talking about. So Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho. The match was okay. The finish was Jon Moxley ended up choking out. He ended up choking out Chris Jericho with the bulldog choke. Jericho actually tapped out. I don't know too many times where Jericho tapped out. I don't know if I could think of any time. So while that's happening, then here comes the Jericho Appreciation Society. They come out to jump Moxley, and then the Blackpool Combat Club come out to attack, to help out, and then some more guys come out, and then CM Punk returns. CM Punk is back in AEW, the real world champion. He comes out, he cleans house, and he saves Moxley. And that is what Moxley does. He gives him the good old finger to repay him. So now, sometime soon, maybe at All Out, because All Out is right around the corner. Matter of fact, I think it's next Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Now, how does this work though? Now that CM Punk is back, does he have to wrestle Moxley for the belt?
Yeah, well, I mean, now like there can, or is he just like Highlander, bro? There can only be one. There can only be one. So there can only be one world champion. So yes, Moxley and CM Punk are going to have to wrestle to unify the titles. You know what I'm saying? So that has got to happen.
Wow, that's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. If nothing else, it's going to be interesting. So I didn't see Rampage, so I have nothing to say about Rampage. But now, before we get to WWE, I do want to say, if you have Internet Wrestling TV, if you have IWTV, they have just released Is this the one? They just released the Hit Club Pro show from a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, okay.
that's right. It's a dope show. And let me just throw a special plug in. I edited it. You know, I edited the show. Shout out to Smash City Entertainment. We filmed and edited the show. We filmed it, we edited it. Shout out to Caprice and Chase Coleman because they did commentary on it. It's a good show. You'll see Sean Dean from AEW is on the show. The Pan African Diaspora World Champion Trish Adora is on that show. AC Mack, the IWTV Heavyweight Champion, is on that show. Black as Jack is on that show. Yeah, Alexander Moss is on that show. You know, there's a lot of there's a brother on that show named Brohemoth. Yes, David Ali, the Savior, he's on that show. Moses from Ring of Honor is on that show as well. You know, the mother of wrestling, Sadie Lee Moss. That's right, and she had cookies.
I did get a. I can't complain. I did get a cookie last time.
Okay,
I did get a cookie, so I know they're good.
All right, cool. That's right. Yes, sir. The captain was there. So yeah, if you have IWTV, if you have Internet Wrestling TV, check out Hit Club Pro. I believe they just dropped this. Did they drop it yesterday? I think they dropped it yesterday. Okay, so yes. And while we're on the subject of indie promotions, if you have Pro Wrestling TV, PWTV, and that now Pro Wrestling TV is a free app and it's available on all streaming devices. And if you have smart TVs, you can get that also for free. Now you can see. Now the reason I bring that up is because Maria Kanellis has a promotion called Women's Wrestling Army, and the last two episodes, episodes 7 and 8, was filmed by Smash City Entertainment. One half of Smash City Entertainment, not me. It was Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's free right now. It's free right now. Pro Wrestling TV. I'm sorry, I didn't put it up there. But yes, Pro Wrestling TV is free right now.
Free is always good.
Yeah. So definitely check that out. And now that's a cool app because not only do you get to see Women's Wrestling Army, they also have Warrior Wrestling. They also have CYN. Speaking of CYN versus AML, that is going up there. That is going up on the site, I believe, this week. And I know I'm on both of the shows. So yeah, you can see me on both of those shows on Pro Wrestling TV. And so make sure you check that out. Matter of fact, Mr. Magnificent, if I can get you and DB to watch a couple hours of it, I want to interview the owner of Pro Wrestling TV. And he's already down, but I have to make sure that you guys watch enough Pro Wrestling TV so we have stuff to talk to him about.
Definitely. You said you had me hooked at free, and then when you're going through some of the names that are on here, some of the matches, some of the shows, sounds like to me you better download it while you can because it might not be free for long.
Absolutely. All I'm saying is it's a lot of good. It's all I'm saying. It's a lot of good stuff on there, and I'm trying. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm trying to get Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds up there.
Oh.
I'm trying really hard. I like some things we might have to. You know, we're gonna have to talk about that, but I'm just saying.
It could happen.
Absolutely. So my man KB is in the building. Shout out to KB. He said, "Any dates on seasons?" Let's see. What is season? I'm looking it up right now. Season 2 of Heels, and right now. It'll probably be next year, early next year. Yeah. Speaking of heels, not this past weekend, but last weekend, the weekend before this, he said, what happened? Fodder is on at 10:30. He's on what at 10:30? I gotta see what you're talking about. But yes, it was renewed. But Fodder took on Brady Pierce, who plays in heels. He is Ace of Spades stunt double. Yeah, that's the guy. I don't know if you even I don't even know if you even knew that when we was at the show, Mr. Magnificent.
I did not.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who he is, but I didn't put that
he
with
said
him.
Father's on Pro Wrestling TV at 10:30. Yeah, there it is. Straight like that, you know. So yeah. So IWTV, Watch Hit Club Pro Wrestling TV. There, watch Women's Wrestling Army and see the CYN show is up. The first one is up there. Well, one of them is up there. The latest one, CYN versus AML, they're coming out this week. Interesting tidbit I also want to throw out there. Since Karrion Kross returned to WWE, he was working with CYN also. And they already filmed the third narrative movie. There's, the first one was it was EC3 versus Matt Cardona. And the second Free the Narrative movie, it was EC3 versus Braun Strowman or Adam Scherr. And the third one has Karrion Kross in it, or Killer Kross. But now that he's signed back to WWE, they still haven't released the movie yet. But I think they worked something out that they can release it. So that's going to be on Pro Wrestling TV as well.
And you would think because he did it before he signed, they should be able to release it anyway. I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, we don't know the details of the deal because also our good friend Bambi, she was going to bring Killer Kross to WrestleCade. Now she claims that he's still going to be there. Oh, we'll see. We don't know. Maybe not. He
might have it in his contract.
I mean,
where he can honor dates that he's already
do that. Honor the dates that you already. So
and Triple H is running things, not Vince now. So I mean,
anything can happen. Anything can happen. Now let us get to WWE. Now, a few of us, went to SmackDown in Raleigh. Yes. Did you take notes on Raleigh? I mean, on SmackDown.
I did not take notes on SmackDown, but I did watch it. Okay.
Tell me what you thought of the show.
You could see little tidbits, and this goes for SmackDown and Raw as well. You could see little tidbits of Triple H like sprinkling stuff in there. That's what we need. We need the Triple H meme and
yeah. Oh yeah. But, as a matter of fact, if there is none, we can make one. But you know what? We got this.
Yes. And SmackDown and Raw is what's best for business this week.
Yeah, because it's on and popping. So I will say I was there in Raleigh, and so by the time I got there, I missed the first segment. By the time I came in, I think Drew McIntyre had just finished cutting a promo, and then what else had happened? There was a match. I don't remember what matches happened. All I know is the main event was Shinsuke versus Gunther.
Yes,
and that was excellent. I was sitting next to a guy who could not stand Shinsuke Nakamura, and he was just like, Gunther. He's like, he's so weird. He's just like, oh, Shinsuke's so weird, man. He's just so awkward, But he was like big hype on Gunther. But that was a good match. That was a very good match. Actually, that show they showed a video package for the Intercontinental title, and it's like, okay, now they're going to put the Intercontinental title in the same light they're trying to do the United States Championship, and this is great because both of those belts have a lot of history, a lot of lineage, and they absolutely do that.
You almost completely forget about the Intercontinental belt. It's like it just kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah. See, I mean, and that's what happens. Somebody says they need a match shirt. What? I don't know what a match. Sure. I don't have a match shirt. I don't have a match shirt. I don't know what a match shirt is. But we up in here though. So that match.
I think I get it.
Hmm?
I think I get it. Need a match shirt, Ken shirt.
Okay. Yeah. Oh boy.
We do look at the chats. Somebody said, "Don't you even look at the chat?" We do look at the chats, but during the show, it comes up Facebook user. So it's kind of
we don't know who. Yeah, you might have to announce yourself.
Yes, identify yourself.
Okay, so as far as SmackDown, I really enjoyed the Intercontinental Championship match. That was like about a 20-minute match. Well, 15, 20 minutes. Got some good offense in there. Shinsuke, I did at any point did you think that Shinsuke was going to win that match?
I was on the fence. I was 50. I mean, I don't know. Fan wise, no. But like I say WWE logic, but that kind of doesn't apply now. But I was 50-50.
At no point in that match did I think Shinsuke was going to win, but it was good. It was competitive. It was back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. Like, that's not taking nothing away. I just felt like Gunther is doing too well. Gunther is doing too well for me to be like, yo, they about to take the belt off of him. You know?
Oh, well, yeah, I give you that. As far as with the belt on the line, probably not. But I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. They did make Gunther look like a beast, though.
He is a beast.
Shinsuke did.
He's a beast, son. So let me explain. let me explain. If you're watching from the group, he said, "How the hell?" If you're watching from the group, the Smash Mat discussion, for some reason, when you watch from the group, it just comes up as Facebook user. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out with StreamYard for a minute. We trying to figure that. I don't even know if it changes. Like, so, but we always make sure that we post the show in the group since it's, Smash the Mat group. But so let's get to WWE Raw. I got hella notes on Raw.
Yeah, buddy, I do too.
First things first, how you feel about Judgment Day?
I'm indifferent about Judgment Day. I mean, I think there's potential there, but they need a real, like, strong leader, something to really catch my interest on that whole
thing. You think they need a leader? You don't like the Three Amigos style they running with?
Not really. No.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. It started off as interesting to me, and then I guess when Edge dropped out, it was just like, eh.
So you feel like they absolutely need a leader? See, I'm here where I need them to have a different opponent, because the Mysterios are not a strong enough group for me to be like, yeah, man, they taking it to them. Like, they're laying these cats out every week.
But you know what? Well, we'll talk about that when we get to that match, because that's yeah. I have thoughts on how that whole thing is going to go down.
Okay, but look, like, you got Dominic getting manhandled by Rhea Ripley. By Rhea Ripley, dog. And now for Rhea, this is awesome. Like, for Rhea, this is great.
Hey, like, it might be awesome for him too.
He's proving like he's like kind of level. You know what I'm saying? They're like, because she can go with the guys and the girls. You know what I'm saying? But Dominic looks like he look helpless. It like, at this point, it's like, if you lose to Dominic, like, you are like.
I swear Dominic is still going to join him. Like, you saw they whooped up on Ray this week, and no Dominic. Like, Dominic.
Oh, well, you saw what happened because what's his face brung him out.
Yeah, but I mean,
good Priest. It's like, but this, like, if Dominic joins Judgment Day, does that make it better?
Not at all. Not at all.
If Dominic like turns on his dad and joins Judgment Day, do we turn around and be like, Judgment Day is the greatest thing since the Shield? No.
It'd be interesting for like a week.
Like, to me, if they join, if Dominic joins Judgment Day, I'm gonna look at them like 3MB.
That's what Raw really needs. That's what Raw really needs, a 3MB reunion.
No, they don't. No, they're doing excellent right now. Boy, I'm telling you, man. So, like, I think it could work because I think it could work. I think I think they shouldn't have kicked Edge out so quick. But you know what I really want? I want Finn to be the leader because Finn's Prince gimmick in NXT was fire. And let's not forget, Finn ran the Bullet Club for years.
Yeah.
So like Finn knows what it takes to run a good group. Like they
Yeah,
do need somebody else, but it's gotta be somebody better than Dominic though.
If he did the demon gimmick and was the leader like that, I can dig that.
See, I wouldn't even want that though, because the demon gimmick to me doesn't even match up with what they're doing. They're dark, but the demon is like extra. He's extra to me, at least to me. Yeah. How long did that take? Like, how long did that take? Before that happened, Drew McIntyre got fired. like nah, so that'll probably pay off if they can stay in WWE 6-7 more years.
And what about that promo? You said he cut about him being fired. Like, I was fired and yada yada.
Yeah.
And then he poked at Vince. We're wrestlers. Let's wrestle.
Bro, Drew McIntyre, that's how I felt about this promo. Because his promo was off the meat rack. It was too good. And honestly, Kevin Owens was just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, the promo got better when Kevin came out. Like, to me, it was kind of, his delivery was a little hokey, but it wasn't a bad promo. Just,
bro, look.
Just my opinion.
I didn't even see this. Harry Miller said Rhea's gonna make Dominic a man in and out of the ring. Bro, look. Dominic would be so lucky. Man, but yeah, man, like everything on Raw except for the Veer Mahan match was excellent. And I'm not hating on the Veer Mahan match. I'm just saying it wasn't as to the level as everything else, because like, what was it? That first tag team match, it was the Miz and Ciampa versus, who was it? It was Cedric Alexander and Ali.
Yep.
Bro, I even put on Twitter, I said the finish to this match was fire. That was a good competitive match. And man, like that finish when Ali went for the, what was it, the 450? He went for the 450.
Yep.
And Ciampa slid in with the knee and caught him at the last second and then hit him with the fairy tale ending. I was like, holy crap.
And is it just me, or did it not look like Cedric maybe hurt his leg or twisted his knee when he took that shit can out the ring?
Probably he did.
I haven't heard anything about him being hurt or anything, but it just looked like it. I was like,
I mean, maybe he just sells really good,
Yeah.
Maybe he just, he sells the injury, All I know is as long as he didn't make this face, cool. He didn't come out looking like that. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everything, like even the women's tag matches were good. The match with Dana Brooke and Dakota Kai was on point. Like this Drew and Kevin. Honestly, I felt like the Drew versus KO match that should have ended the show. That match was so good.
I like what they're doing though with Theory and Ziggler and letting them main event Raw. I mean, I think that was more so for Theory than it was for Ziggler, because we know Ziggler has main event capabilities, but I don't think anybody really felt like that about Theory before the end of Raw. Like, I think that was a good.
They didn't feel what about Theory?
That he was necessarily like main event quality yet.
Bro, if Vince was there, he probably would have ended up being champion by now.
Oh well, yeah.
So he would have been main event whether we liked it or not. And honestly, he's still there. He still has money in the bank.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's only a matter of time before he cashes in. Hopefully he just doesn't piss off so many people that when he does cash in, people are going to be actively trying to stop him. That's what he better hope for, honestly. Because so Let me see. Yep, that's what I have in my notes. Excellent tag match with a great finish. Miz and Ciampa versus Ali and Cedric. Great promo for McIntyre and KO. Wrestlers in a wrestling ring.
Yes.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. So
Vince was like, ugh.
Yo.
You want to know how Vince was looking when they said that? Like that. Wrestlers in a wrestling ring.
Like, this is the opposite of what he felt. He didn't. Yeah. Just take out the good. That's how he felt. This is such shit. This is shit. Another thing, Raw had 7 wrestling matches yesterday.
That's more than it's had in a long
time. And honestly, I don't even know if 7 is the right number, but there was a lot of matches. There hasn't been that much wrestling on Monday Night Raw in years.
Yeah. AJ Styles and Lashley.
Like their anniversary shows, they don't have that much wrestling. Like,
yeah, AJ Styles and Lashley. That was an amazing match.
That was excellent. That was a really good match too. And speaking of that, we saw this again.
Yeah, they got me because you remember I sent you a message. I was like, did somebody just really jump?
Yeah, you got work. You got work.
Like, wait a minute.
That's right.
It really got me because when they came back from, they went right to commercial. The screen went black, commercial break, and they came back. They start showing the recap of what happened, but they mentioned nothing about it.
Of course.
So I was like, oh, snap.
That's how they
really did it.
Absolutely. But look, all these got like the pushes are imminent, and then we're getting 6-woman tag: Bianca, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss versus Bailey, Io, Dakota Kai. Man, I saw a quote from Vince Russo. Because he said he doesn't understand why people think like that these shows are so much better. And he made this quote about Dakota Kai. He said, I look at Dakota Kai and I don't see a star. He said, I don't see a TV star. He said, you know who's a TV star? He said, Sable is a TV star. He said, who else did he say? It was somebody that couldn't wrestle. He said Sable, and he said, I can't find it. It's going to take, by the time I find it, the show's going to be over. But he said Sable and somebody else were, but yeah, I was like, bro, that man stuck in the 90s, dog. Because Dakota Kai can actually wrestle.
Yes. Sable could not.
Yeah, she could. I'm not going to sit here and act like Sable didn't do her job, because she did great. You know what I'm saying? Like they made her a star. She owned that spot and she did what she had to do.
She was eye candy. I mean, like a lot of female, but she still, but she did her job.
Matches. They nobody's gonna be like, man, you remember that Sable match from 1999? Like nobody's ever gonna put her in like the Worker Hall of Fame. But she had a spot, and I give her props for doing what she wanted to wrestle. They gave her a chance. I think she did all right. She did okay. I mean, she ain't no Dakota Kai. But obviously when you think about like, she was influential though. Sable
definitely. And
Sable was just as big a part of the Attitude Era as some of the guys were.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind the like you said, the era and the time that Sable was in. Women didn't wrestle like the guys wrestled back then. They should have.
Exactly.
They should have. They should have been given that opportunity, but they weren't. So that just make you do the best with what you got. You work with what you got, and that's what she did, and she did it well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, and back then them ratings was super high. We talk about like 4 or 5 million people watching.
Yeah.
And speaking of the ratings, Raw is doing very well now. Granted, they hit 2.4 the week after the Monday after SummerSlam, and then I think last week they did 1.9. But this is the highest they've been doing in a while. They've been doing really good.
Kim Brown.
Oh, that's who it was. It was Stacy Keibler. I couldn't remember who the hell he was talking about, but yeah, Stacy Keibler. That was the other one. It's like, bro, like, okay. And I think the only reason he said that because they were, Vince Russo found women like that attractive, or the demographic was that they were attractive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad at that, but who can get down? Like, because Dakota Kai's giving me more holy moments than they have.
Exactly.
Unless you're a perv. No, she's not wearing anything, bro. Son. But
hey, man, that was some people's thing back in the day, though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, bro. Everybody who didn't want to see a bra and panties match at the time. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and act like, bro. That happened when I was like an early teen. I was hyped. Puppies.
Never once did we get up and go, I'm not watching this.
Right, exactly. Like, a bra and panties match.
That's not wrestling.
Turn back to WCW Nitro.
Really?
Yeah, right. That never happened. That never happened.
Hence the ratings being so high.
Let me go see what Disco Inferno's doing. And I just want to say, I was a Disco Inferno fan, so I don't have anything bad to say about Disco. I was a fan of his. It was goofy. I used to do the dance. Disco Fever. Yeah, bro. He's so funky. He's so cool. He's a disco dancing fool. Speaking of,
we got to put that in the theme.
I'm about to say, theme tournament, man. Might have to throw that Disco Inferno theme in there. I'm just saying, dog. It was it. Yeah. See, look, KB knows. He said him and Alex Wright. You remember they was the Dancing Fools? Speaking of Alex Wright, shout out to J5. J5 is being trained by Alex Wright in Germany right now. He's in Germany. He's training with Alex Wright. So yes.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, bro. And speaking of training, what you looking for? I see people just walking all around your background and stuff.
I thought I heard my Alexa go, with the beep. So I was like, what the world? Ain't nobody over there, and it's on mute. So I'm curious of what noises it was making.
Look, KB said do the Alex Wright dance. Yeah, that used to be my ish. I used to love that dance, dog.
We got to talk to J5 and see if we can get Alex on the show to teach us the proper way.
What they want. Yes, indeed. Speaking of training, we have our first sponsor.
Oh,
that's right. We have our first sponsor. And you know what? I'm going on tour with him in October, and it is EC3. And what he wants you to do is join www.freeec3.com. If you need meal plans, if you need workouts, go to free. That's 3 E's. www.freeec3.com and use the code STM for Smash the Mat for 20% off for life. If you need help with meal plans, which is really my issue because I work out hard enough. I work out enough for me and you, but you can't get the results because you're there. I'm just saying, but like if you need a meal plan, you need somebody to hold you accountable. Trust me, EC3 will hold you accountable.
I have heard.
EC3 will hold you accountable. So
I don't know if you noticed, but that's a big dude. He's scary.
He's been in shape since like he was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I've seen one of his IG videos on one of his IG videos. There was a video of him like when he first started out. He had long hair. This is weird to see him like that, but he was jacked then. And I'm like, bro, when were you not jacked? Like since he started wrestling, he's always been in shape. Always.
Dude, EC3 is one of those guys where I don't like broccoli, but if he walked up to me and said eat broccoli, I'd be like, okay. I don't even like broccoli, but I'm eating it today.
All I'm saying is, he takes it seriously. If you're willing to let him help you out, he's going to be there for you. That's pretty much all I'm saying. If you're willing to let him help you out, if you want to be one of his projects, you know what I'm saying, he will be there for you.
And you see what's on the screen. Now you know that's how you could tell that there's a special relationship between EC3 and Smash the Mat, because most places will only give you 20% off on the first time. They might give you 20% off, on your third purchase or some craziness like that. But EC3, if you listen to Smash the Mat podcast, is going to give you 20% off for life.
For life.
That's right. All you got to do is use the code STM for 20% off for life.
That's right. Get that meal plan right. If you need help with your workouts, the good thing about the workouts is that everything that he programs for you, there's a video for it. So if you're a beginner, you don't know what you're doing, or you signed up for it, he's got videos to show you how to do everything.
You can tell he's a cool dude, because first of all, just the program without the 20% off is a steal. Like, it's a good deal. But then he's going to give you 20% off on top of that.
Yeah,
dude, that's an insane deal.
Oh yeah. So so make sure you do that. Use that code STM, free ec3.com. And yes, there is an app. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you the app. There's a lot of stuff on my phone. Right there. See, now that my camera's mirrored, now any other time you would see the way it's supposed to look, but it's mirrored. But usually the EC3 app is right there, and somebody send me some money on Cash App. Give us money.
Yes, we'll take it.
Absolutely, man. So speaking of shows, he said, "What's it?" Derek Martin is in the building. He said, "What's this about the Alex?" Bro, you just missed it, bro. We missed doing the Alex Wright dance. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. We was about to bring the disco ball down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. It was on point. It was on point.
We need instant replay on the show.
You know what I'm saying? Look, we definitely out here. And speaking of being out here, there's a new episode of Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds. It's actually, what time is it? Actually, it just ended on the King Network. It just ended because it came on at 8. But it's also going to be premiering on YouTube on the Ring Wars Carolina TV YouTube page this Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's right. And you can go youtube.com Ring Wars Carolina TV. We drop new episodes every Thursday at 7.
Indeed.
I also edit those as well. Matter of fact, those Hit Club Pro and Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds are presentations of Smash City Entertainment.
I love the way you said that. Presentations.
If you watch Ring Wars Carolina to the end, after when the final scene cuts up, you'll see like the social media, and then you see this has been a presentation of. But it doesn't say that. It doesn't. Nobody's saying it. Actually, I probably need to get somebody to say it.
You should.
But it just has it written out. This has been a presentation of Smash City Entertainment. Same thing with Firestar Pro Wrestling, Star Power, and Superfire. Those are presentations of Smash City Entertainment. Matter of fact, Sir DB is working on the season finales of Star Power and Superfire.
Oh,
yes, that is correct. Look, just so you know, I forgot to get the clip, but episode 33 of Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds is a must watch at the 19 minute 53-second mark. That is where you see this guy who keeps asking me to be his tag team partner. That's where he tries to keep me from having kids. That's what it is, because he tried to give me a low blow.
See, this is where every week we get into this discussion. I saved your life. I extended your ring career. I did. I it may have looked like a low blow, but I was reaching out. Yeah, I saw you slip. There was a little wet spot in the ring. You slipped.
Yeah.
I dove to catch you. I said, no, not my best friend. And then,
word. That's what you said.
Yeah, I was like, no, it didn't. It looked like I rolled you up, but I was like, no, I didn't.
Bro, and again, you're talking about the wrong thing. The wrong thing, man. Like, you see that, just like I said, you've done so much dirt, you don't even remember the dirt that I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. This clip that you say, I know the show exists. I know there is definitely a what do you say, a 19 minute and 30 something seconds into the, I know that part of the show is definitely there, but it doesn't show any deceiving or any deception.
I got it right here. Matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh Lord.
Oh man. Oh, the deception. Oh man. Let's look. Let's look at it. There it is.
Right there. Here comes the slip.
No, that ain't it.
Right there, holding your hand up. I'll glance over. There's the glance. I say, up. Wait a minute. He's gonna slip. There it is. I thought you were slipping right there. Boom.
Wow.
I thought you were slipping.
That's what that was.
Yeah. See, the screen goes dark. You see how it went dark because it went.
Why? You want to know why it went dark?
Because I was trying to help you up in that moment.
No, because then some guys in bad masks come out to attack me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just saying that's just.
Can we post that on the Smash the Mat page and just put up a small poll, like, to see if people actually think I was helping you, which I was, or whether they believe your story? I mean,
absolutely, we can do that. We can.
I mean, we know how it's going to turn out. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll believe me, but I just want to prove to you that everybody's on my side.
Nobody believes you, bro. The only reason you're on this show is because Sweet Daddy D put in a good word for you. That's it. That's the only reason you're on the show, because of Dave. Literally because of Dave. If it wasn't for Dave, you wouldn't even be on this show.
What?
And because you're boys with DB.
I love both those guys. They're great guys.
So
DB, little known fact, was an original member of Team Sexy as well.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I've heard. So matter of fact, this is ridiculous. Matter of fact, I'm getting the clip right. I'm getting the it right there. So when this show's over, we go ahead and do that.
Hey, before we end,
this is exactly what he did. He helped me get a mud hole stomped out of me.
See, the lights went out.
Here giving Bobby Heenan answers. Exactly.
The lights went out, and you didn't see the part where I was like, "No, my foot went down to prevent him from slipping any further," and I was lifting him up.
Mm-hmm. You didn't even help me up. I just thought about that. You didn't even help me up.
So the lights went out. They say otherwise. You know, the camera didn't
catch
when
the lights came back on, not only were you not in the ring, but I was by myself. Like, I was still on the ground.
And in the darkness, I was confused. I was like, where am I? And I was looking around, and I've tried to help you up at the same. It just got confusing. Trying to help you up at the same time. Yeah, that's just got confusing.
Got you. That's this is the type of person that I have to deal with. For these shows. This guy here.
Hey, real quick though, can we go back to WWE just for like?
Go ahead. Let's get it. What you got?
You showed this to me the other day, and you added this to the.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this.
This is phenomenal.
This might be if I had to deal with this Ezekiel stuff just for this was all worth it.
Yes.
This picture, hold on. Well, bring it back up. This picture makes everything worth it, dog. Like, let's examine this, dog. First off, you see his dad on the right. Like this man has got amazing genes. He's got really strong genes. Like, I don't know if you can't see my y'all can't see my my mouse on the screen, but and then you got Elias. You got Mother E, because I don't know what their last name is. I guess this is Elrod.
Yep,
And who's this little guy down here?
We have not met him yet.
You know, like this is an amazing family. All I'm saying is his dad's got amazingly strong genes.
I mean, looks just like him. Looks
Like,
just like him.
that's
We
what
know
I'm
it's
saying.
not him.
Like he's
It's not him.
out.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. And then it's going to be on Raw next week, right?
I'm
The dad.
not even sure.
I think if I remember right, I think the dad is supposed to be on Raw next week. So I look forward to that.
The dad is supposed to. Oh man, I can't wait.
Yes, the dad is going to be on Raw.
Funny thing, tell me, have you noticed that there has been no 24/7 defenses on these shows?
That is true.
Not one.
I don't even know who the current. She is Dana Brooks. That's the current champion.
She's still the champ.
Okay. Yeah.
People don't even want to. They don't even want to challenge for the belt no more. She's just walking around carrying it. Don't nobody want that belt.
I think it was fun while it lasted, but I think it's kind of running.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. Like there's been some times where I got a good chuckle out of it. Yeah. Not every time, but every now and then. You know, but we just have to. I just want to give praise to my man Triple H because things are going really good. Man, like it is going really good. You know, I'm excited to watch Raw. I'm actually like, oh man, I need to get home so I can watch Raw. Like that hasn't happened in a while.
It has become appointment television again. And it's been a long time since that's happened.
Absolutely. Definitely a long time, man. But look, we're about to finish this up. Just to reiterate, when we do the entrance theme tournaments, we are going to post the matchups on the Smash the Mat Facebook page. So then you can go through and vote and all that. We'll share some of the polls and all that so that people get a chance to watch it and all that. That way you can choose what you feel is either better or worse, because we will have the worst theme music, the worst theme music tournament. Okay, so we need some suggestions for really bad theme music. And you can send us messages on, or you can add comments or send us messages here or on the Smash the Mat page here or our IG. You see all the stuff down there, man. But that's pretty much how we getting it popping, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before we end the show, I think we should obviously give out your personal email address just to just so people can be yeah, it's
WWKE, huh? Yeah,
no.
Well, actually, no. See, because I have two. But before we do that, I just want to make sure everybody sees down here. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Smash the Mat on Twitter is at Smash the Mat Pod. Instagram, Smash the Mat Podcast. If you're on YouTube, shout out to you on YouTube. Hey, look, our subscribers are going up slowly but surely. We got to start putting some videos up there. Slowly but surely, we're getting subscribers on YouTube. I'm gonna just say it like this. My G Money page is about. I ain't gonna say it's about to be monetized, but it's gonna be monetized way before Smash the Mat. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because we don't do enough on that page, so we got to throw some stuff up there. So yeah, we were gonna do that. Okay, so what was that again?
They can reach out to you personally at your email address. That's